Doing a little bit of data logging. Well, about to be doing some data logging with Stormy. And conditions tonight, I tell y'all what, it is 85 degrees, muggy, but I at least wanted to get you guys a trip down the drag strip live. Normally it'd be the Hellcat, but I don't know, I'm having so much fun with this thing that let's give it a go. What do you say? Main thing I'm doing is just data logging shift points, stuff like that. So hardly anybody at the track tonight, and for good reason. I mean, it's hot, it's gross, it's nasty. So why not bring you along for the ride, right? I don't really expect a ton out of it. Obviously tonight, it's really more tune validation than anything else. Nights like tonight aren't really for covering the best time, but it's just really more for having fun and playing with the thing. So we'll see what ends up happening. So there's actually some pretty heavy artillery here tonight. Oh, I can't. Here we go. Can I switch this thing around? Here we go. If you guys can see that. Let's see. We'll wipe some of that off of there. I apologize. I think I took out every bug on the highway on the way up here. There's that. But so here's the thing. We've got the 180 thermostat in the truck, and we've got the thermostat in the truck, and we've got 93 octane in the tank. And really what I'm doing is I'm kind of just validating the tune on 93 octane. So far it seems to like it, but I just loaded a tune, and historically this truck gets a little miffed right after I load a tune. There you go. Of course, this dude's going to go right through the water. Traction control is off. Start, stop stuff is off. Coolant temp sitting at 192. I don't know what this guy's talking to the guy next to me for. I guess they're trying to hook up or something. Dude, seriously. The other thing is I was going to see if this truck was going to freak out on a burnout, but I'd like to at least get a good pass first. And what I mean by freak out is that it just acted weird on the last one. Or on the last trip to the drag strip, I should say. Anyway, we're just going to do a quick cleanup. Data logging is doing its data logging thing. Turbo Mustang just blew the tire clean off of itself. Do a quick cleanup. That was fun. Chevy sounds kind of healthy. Hopefully it runs as good as it sounds. Staring at my ass all the way down the track, and everything seems to look okay in the data. I'm not sure what we ran. Probably ran, I would guess, another 1430. Let me see if I can actually pull up the time slip. Everything is run on the app, and guys, if y'all are watching this, go to HRP Slips. If you don't already have the pull up HRP slips, and the truck, Stormy, is 2776. So let's see how we did. I feel like it slipped a little bit out of the hole, which it did. And every time it does that, it'll command that higher shift. So it's just kind of how it works out. The funny thing, though, is that I'm learning that it doesn't really seem to matter that much in ET. I know that on the street it's a little bit different, but it was definitely hazing the tires out of the hole. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the data real quick, and I'll see if I can actually also pull up that time slip. Oh, no, can't do it. So anyway, there's a trip down the track with Stormy. Yeah, it looks like it spun. Yeah, she spun out of the hole, which is one of the issues I'm running into right now. So on the street, she'll dead hook, no problem whatsoever. But at the drag strip, she does have a tendency to kind of haze the tires. And it's funny too, because it's not like it just boils the tires. And I'm not really standing on the throttle at all. Anyway, you can see this is what the run will look like. I don't know if that's not really showing well. You can see all the shift points that boop, 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 right across there. Anyway, that's what I'm looking at. So anyway, I want to get you guys a trip down the drag strip. Stormy has actually been doing pretty good. So far, the body count for Stormy has been a 03 Lightning that was bone stock, whatever was done to that Chevy, which I was pulling away from him. So I don't know, maybe he needs to get back to the drawing board. But because those trucks can run pretty good. All the shift points actually kind of look okay. It's just that 1-2 shift. Little bit on the aggressive side, shifting right at peak horsepower. I actually like it to shift a little bit earlier than that out of first gear, but really data looks good. Obviously no knock retard, which we'd already confirmed, but we just wanted to see that replicate itself at the drag strip. And again, in looking at, yeah, she spun like right out of the hole. She started hazing the tires, and it looks like it really didn't catch up with itself as well. It kind of did, and that's it. Once it caught up to itself, it was all right, but yeah, she spun, and that's why it commanded the higher shift point, which normally it would be a commanding lower shift point. So anyway, I want to bring you guys along for the ride. I'm guessing check out the time and I'll post up what it ran, but chances are, if I were to throw a guess out there, it was probably, because of the wheel spin, I would say maybe a high 1430, low 1440. The reason why I say that is it's 86 degrees, and it not only 86 degrees, really muggy, and just kind of gross, but it's drag strip stuff. Anytime this truck spins the tires out of the hole like the way that it just did, it commands this higher shift. And guys, I have gone through every single table that there is, and I could not, there is not a 1 to 2 gear shift that commands that shift. So I don't know, the search for that weird little anomaly will continue. But I gotta say, I'm really happy with the way this truck runs. You know, and there's no race prep. I'm not doing anything with this truck, and it's just performing so well. The funny thing about it too is that not only is it performing as well as it's performing, but it's so dead on repeatable. So unless I get really sticky tires and get this thing to dead hook out of the hole the way that I can kind of get it to just barely chirp coming out of the hole on the street, like what we've been doing in Velocito, that's really where the truck does its best, because it will actually hook on these tires on the street, whereas it's, like I say, it's just a little bit greasy It's just a little bit greasy with these tires, which aren't really like the best street tires. I mean, they're great for the street, I should say, but not the best track tires. So anyway, guys, I'm going to peruse some data. Wanted to bring you guys along for the ride, and let me get back to it. Y'all have a great one. That's a wrap, guys.